So Will can earn his A playing the blues with inversions in the key of C. But you guys will want to hear Sally in G. So let's see how that goes. Here's the one chord. What happens when I move to the 4? Bottom note stays the same. Middle note moves up a half step. Top note moves up a whole step. And that gives us C, E, G, you see? And then I move back. To go to the 5 chord, top note stays the same. Middle note moves down a whole step. Bottom note moves down a half step. So I get go to the 4, C, E, G. Back to the 1, to the 5, 4. You got it, Terry?
Yes, sir.
You knew this already, right?
No, I got it. I'm picking it up.
Now in the key of D. To go to the 4 chord, what does the bottom note do? Stays the same. What does the middle note do? Up a half step. Top note? So it gives us the 4 chord, G, B, D. And then back, to the 5 chord, what does the top note do? I like to start with the stay the same note.
Whole step.
Whole step. And then this is a half step. So we get this. We'll probably put this on YouTube later today. It ought to be on YouTube.
Yes.
But we ought to put it there. I want to wash my hands before we do, though.
It's too late now.
All right, now we're in the key of A. What happens to go to the 4 chord? Bottom note stays the same. Middle note, half step. Top note, whole step.
Yeah.
And then back, and the 5 chord, top note, same. Middle note, whole step. Bottom note, half step. So we have go to the 4 and back. The 5. And finally, we're in the key of E. Right, I go to the 4, the bottom stays the same, middle note up a half, top note up a whole. It gives me the 4 chord, A, C sharp, E. Go back, 5 chord, top note stays the same, middle note down a whole step, bottom note a half step. And that gives me the 5 chord, B, D sharp, F sharp. And I have what's the advantage to doing it this way?
Less hand movement.
This less hand movement, because otherwise it looked like this.
Right. It was pretty frantic.
Yeah, it is a little bit frantic.
More
This-
movement, the more opportunity for
A wrong note.
wrong note.
Yeah, because if I can keep my hand always on a key, then I'm all anchored down. See, something's always staying put. But whenever I do this, maybe I'll get it, or maybe I'll go. All right, so next week, ponder this inversion. Same notes. You can figure out, if you don't remember the whole step, half step thing, you can figure it out because you can just say, I've got to get to the 4 chord. I've got to get to A, C sharp, E. So how am I going to do it? Well, right next to G sharp is A, right next to B is C sharp, so it becomes kind of obvious. Now when I get to the 5 chord, I've got to get from E, G, B to B, D sharp, F sharp. Where are D sharp and F sharp? Well, they're right there. So how am I going to get there? Well, right, so you've got not only the kinesthetic piece of it, which is what this, but you've also got the cognitive